Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you won't miss our future videos. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of AI. Especially we are talking about ChatGPT, a language model developed by OpenAI. Whether you are a developer, a student, a researcher, or just an AI enthusiast, this video will provide you with some essential tips to get started with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a powerful tool that uses machine learning to generate human like text. It's been trained on a diverse range of internet text, but it can also be fine tuned with your own data to perform a variety of tasks. So, buckle up. And before that, if you are one of the aspiring AI and ML enthusiasts looking for online training and graduating from the best universities, or a professional who only sits to switch careers in AI and machine learning by learning from the experts, then try giving a shot to Simplilearn's postgraduate program in AI and machine learning in collaboration with Purdue University and IBM. The course link is mentioned in the description box that will navigate you to the course page where you can find a complete overview of the program being offered. So let's get started with the top tips for beginners for using ChatGPT. And to get started, you will need to access the OpenAI API. So we'll start with the first tip, that is change your dashboard appearance. So for that, we'll move to ChatGPT and you could change the desktop appearance or dashboard appearance of ChatGPT. You can customize your dashboard by going to settings and choosing a new theme or layout. So for settings, you will go here and in general, you can just select the theme that is light. You can change it to dark, system theme or light theme. So these are the options you can use to change your dashboard appearance. So this can help you create a more comfortable and personalized working environment. For example, you can change the color scheme and you can also change the font size also. And you can generally change the font size by just zooming in the window. And the second tip we have is switch on beta features. So we are moved back to ChatGPT and here you can see the beta features. So for that we'll go in settings and beta, that is custom instructions. Try a new feature that lets you share anything you would like ChatGPT to consider across its responses. So we have switched on these beta features. The plugins, try a version of ChatGPT that knows when and how to use third-party plugins that you enable. The code interpreter, that is a version of ChatGPT that knows how to write and execute Python code and can work with file uploads. Try asking for help with data analysis, image conversions, or editing a code file. And these files don't persist beyond a single session. So these are the plugins or the beta features that we have turned on and we are using them. And in GPT-4 you could see that is code interpreter beta and the plugins beta. They both are available for us. So this was the second tip, that is switch on the beta features and you can use them. That is, you can toggle on beta features to try out new and experimental features. If you like trying out new features, you can switch on beta features. They are experimental features that are still being tested. Keep in mind that they might not always work perfectly. And the next is change the tone of your writing. That is, you can ask ChatGPT, can you rewrite any sentence in a more formal way? So now we will ask a prompt to ChatGPT, that is, can you rewrite this in a more formal tone? And what we can ask is, that could be, hey, how are you? Okay, so we'll ask this. So you could see that the ChatGPT has changed the tone of the sentence or the imperative you were asking. That is, hey, how are you? Now, greetings. How do you find yourself today? So this is a more formal tone. And you can ask ChatGPT for more such responses. That is, give me more such responses. So you can change the tone of the sentence. That is, you could give any sentence or any imperative or any language to ChatGPT and you can ask for any tone. That could be emotional, that could be funny tone, or that could be sarcastic tone. So ChatGPT would reply with the particular tone. So this was our third tip. And now moving on, we'll see the fourth tip, that is use ChatGPT for quick learning. So you can ask, can you explain the basics of anything? That could be the simple biology concepts, the solar system, And you can use ChatGPT for quick learning. That is, for instance, you could ask any prompt. That is, here we will ask ChatGPT that teach me how to write hello world in Python. So you can see that ChatGPT responded that is sure, writing a hello world program in Python is quite straightforward due to Python's simplicity. And here's how you can do it, that is print hello world, and in this code it has given you some sentences, so you can just read them and understand how the code works. That is, print is a built-in Python function that outputs specified information to the screen. Then the text, that is hello world, that is in inverted commas, is a string which is a type of data representing text. Then the parentheses that are used to enclose the arguments of the function. So when you run this program, it will give the output of the text, that is hello world, to the console. So this was our fourth tip. And moving on, now we have our fifth tip, that is view the plugin store. So now ChatGPT has many plugins. That is, we will create a new chat, and in GPT-4 you could just click on plugins. So currently no plugins are enabled, and this is the plugin store. So the developers are developing plugins so you could use them and be more productive and add more features to the ChatGPT. So you could see that is AI PDF, that is super fast interactive chats with PDFs of any site, complete with page references for fact checking. Ask your PDF, chat with PDF, Expedia, Notable, Link Reader. So these are the plugins that you could use. And this comes with the GPT-4 version, that is the paid version. So you could enable any plugin and you can write any prompt and the ChatGPT will respond to it. Now moving on to the next tip, that is tip 6. Use the web browsing feature. So with GPT-4 and with the beta versions, you get a feature to search with Bing or to browse with Bing. That is not available for my account or for my area. So this is the new tip. You can use it if you have the paid version and if you are accessible for the beta version of browsing with Bing. So this was our next tip, and moving on, we will see our seventh tip, that is templatize useful prompts. So you can ask, can you create a 10-minute full body workout using some kind of dumbbells or a barbell row, and save this prompt for future use. You can also templatize useful prompts. For instance, you can also ask, can you create a menu or to-do list, and save this prompt for future use. So we'll see a quick example, that would be create a 10-minute full body workout, and that would be using, so you could see that the ChatGPT has given us a templatized routine. So it's a quick high intensity barbell workout that you can complete in about 10 minutes. That is barbell deadlifts, then barbell squats, barbell overhead press, barbell rows, barbell bench press. So for that you also need to have bench press also. And the note is, remember the key to this workout is intensity and form, not necessarily the weight used. Okay, so this is how you can templatize useful prompts. And moving on, the next step we have is summarize text. That is, you can paste a long article and ask ChatGPT to convert it or summarize in few sentences. For example, you can paste a long article. So I'll show you how we can do that. We'll just search for Simplilearn articles. So we'll use any article. We'll just copy it and give this to ChatGPT. That is, we'll paste it and ask it, can you summarize this article 5 sentences. So you know that this prompt will just summarize the whole article into 5 sentences, and this is the feature of ChatGPT to summarize anything and in a very concise manner. And this was our tip 8. And moving on, the next tip we have is analyze your writing pattern. That is, you can ask ChatGPT, can you analyze my writing style and generate a paragraph mimicking it? That is, you can give it any text or chat that you have done. You can just copy that chat and give that as a prompt to ChatGPT, and you can then write a prompt that can you analyze my writing style and generate a paragraph mimicking it on any topic. So the ChatGPT will analyze your writing pattern and will mimic your style. And you can also ask it to act as a famous person. Like you can ask ChatGPT to act like Elon Musk and give your thoughts on AI. So here we will ask ChatGPT, that is, act as Elon Musk and give your thoughts on AI. So you could see that it has stated that artificial intelligence holds immense potential for human advancement. It's essentially digital super intelligent and can go beyond a human intelligence. But it is not saying that it can perfectly act as Elon Musk or it can directly speak to Elon Musk, but it can provide a perspective based on his public statements on the topic of artificial intelligence. So the ChatGPT has analyzed all its statements that are present. That is, GPT-4 has some browsing features. So it has analyzed all the statements, and on behalf of that, it has given us the result. And now moving on to the next tip, that is act as an examiner. So you can ask, can you check this essay for grammatical errors? You can ask it to check your project or even grade your homework. So as we have copy pasted the article, you can copy paste if you want to check your code or debug your code, you can just give it to ChatGPT and it will give you the suggestions, or it will point out some errors and can give you a perfect code. Or you can just ask him to get some grammatical errors in your article or essay. So this was the 10th tip, that is act as an examiner. And now the next is format your outputs. So you can give any data to ChatGPT and ask him to format this into tables, and you can ask him to add some columns to the tables. That would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you can ask him to prepare a to-do list or something like that. So you can format your outputs. ChatGPT will respond to that. So for that, we'll just give it a prompt to ChatGPT, that is, format the days of week in a table and put days in column. So let's see. So you could see that it has given us, and it has given all the days in one column. So you have to correct your prompts and rewrite your prompts and see what ChatGPT is responding with those prompts. So you have to be concise and be conscious and just regenerate your prompts. So now moving on to our next tip, that is tip number 12, that is generate to-do list. You can say, I need to do grocery shopping, finish a report, and call my friend today, and can you create a to-do list for me? So ChatGPT can create to-do list. Just tell it what task you need to complete and it will create a to-do list for you. You just have to give it a prompt. And the next tip we have is explain it to a child. So this is, you can ask, can you explain how a rocket works to a 5-year-old? You can ask ChatGPT to explain complex concepts in simple terms. Just say explain it to a child followed by the concept. So for example, you can also ask that, can you explain quantum physics to a child? So we will just try this prompt, that is explain quantum physics to a child. So this will give you, so you could see that the ChatGPT has given the answer. That is absolutely, there's a very simple way to explain quantum physics to a child, and it has given a Lego books example. You can build a castle, a spaceship, or a whole city. So this is how you can use this prompt. That was the tip number 13, that is explain it to a child. Then the next step we have is share your chat thread links. So after having a productive conversation with ChatGPT, you can share this conversation by clicking on the share button and sending the generated link to your colleagues. This is a great way to collaborate with others. For instance, if you are working on a project with a team, you can share the link to a chat thread so everyone can see the conversation and contribute. So I will show you how you can do it. That is, this is the share button, share a chat, and you can just copy the link and send it to anyone, and you can collaborate with them. And now moving on to our next tip, that is tip number 15, that is export data to mail. If you want to export a chat, you can click on the export button and enter your email address. You will receive a copy of the chat in your inbox. This useful feature is used if you want to save a record of your conversation or if you need to share the information with someone who doesn't have access to ChatGPT. So I will show you how you can do it. So simply you have to go here, click on settings and go to data controls, and here is your option, that is export data. So just click on export, confirm export, and the successfully exported data. You should receive an email shortly with your data. And now moving on, we will see another tip, that is organize your chat history. So you can organize your chat history, that is you can edit it and you can name anything, that is tips for ChatGPT. So this is how you can organize your chat history. And now moving on, now we'll see the next tip, that is go minimalist. So what do you understand by minimalist is, you can just close this sidebar. So this is the minimalist options here. You can just use the ChatGPT here. So in settings, you can choose a minimalist theme which will remove any unnecessary elements from your dashboard, leaving only with the essentials. And if you prefer a cleaner look, you can go minimalist, and this removes any unnecessary elements. And you can delete all your history. That is, in settings you can find the delete all history button. Clicking this will erase all your previous chats, and for privacy reasons you might want to delete your chat history. You can do this by going to your settings and selecting delete all history. So this was our tip number 18, that is delete all your history. So we'll just go to settings, data controls, and here we have chat history and training, that is turned on. If you will turn off, it will just turn off, and it will also act as an incognito mode. And here you can clear all the chats. This will delete all the history. And the next tip we have is describe images, and the next is summarize YouTube videos. So this is available with the beta features of Bing. That is, you can just write describe image and paste any image link here. So the ChatGPT will describe the image for you. And if you want to know about any YouTube video, so you can just write describe YouTube video and then paste the link, and it will describe the YouTube video for you. And that is available with the beta feature of browsing with Bing. And if that is available with you, and currently that is not available with me, you can if the feature is available with you, that is the beta feature, you would able to see here that was the beta feature. And you can also go into settings and beta and check out if the feature is available for you or not. So these were the tips, and that's it. Those are some of the ways you can customize your ChatGPT experience. Remember, the key to mastering any new tool is practice and experimentation. So don't be afraid to dive in and start exploring what ChatGPT can do. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And before ending, let's hear from our learners who have experienced massive success in their careers.
Hey, I'm Shariar Jalil. I live in Ontario, Canada. I have been in IT sector for the past 20 years. I recently took the professional certificate program in artificial intelligence and machine learning. The course has changed the way I look at things and helped me bag some amazing freelance projects. I started my career in 1999, and over the years I have worked with many companies. My last tenure was with IBM Canada. My aim was to restart my career and learn something that would help accelerate my career. I thought artificial intelligence can make me future ready. The course in artificial intelligence and machine learning is provided by Simplilearn in association with Purdue University which is why I chose the course. I did not have high expectations from online course, but my experience was simply awesome. The quality of interaction within the course was simply amazing. The course faculty was also very experienced and knowledgeable. After the course, my knowledge has grown manifold. I have immensely benefited from Python and coding skills. I am able to get some new freelance projects. Also, I am planning to start an AI-based startup with my friend where I feel that the learning from the course to be very helpful. I am really delighted and happy. In my free time, I try to create meaningful content on YouTube, and I talk about new technologies and what kind of courses professionals should be taking, along with many other topics. I definitely recommend this course to everyone. After all, when it comes to new skills to advance your career, there should be no compromise. You should always learn from the best.
And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Staying ahead in your career requires continuous learning and upskilling. Whether you're a student aiming to learn today's top skills or a working professional looking to advance your career, we've got you covered. Explore our impressive catalog of certification programs in cutting-edge domains, including data science, cloud computing, cybersecurity, AI, machine learning, or digital marketing. Any of our programs and set yourself on the path to career success. Click the link in the description to know more.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.